pill did help to regulate my periods. I gained more weight on the pill, so it didn't help that way, in that way. So I was about 21 stone when I was diagnosed, and by the time that I came off the pill completely, I was 25 stone, and I was on it for maybe 8-9 months. So it was a short space of time that I was on the pill. It just didn't agree with me at all. I felt terrible on it, and it was just making me. It was just something else that was adding to my depression. So I didn't even tell my mum, because obviously after being diagnosed, she was very worried and tried to do a lot of research about the condition herself, but there wasn't that much information out there. And I didn't tell her that I was going to quit the pill, because obviously she'd just gotten through being hospitalized. So I didn't even tell her that I was going to quit. I was just like, no, I'm going to quit. I need to, if there's something else, then I need to do it. And that's kind of like where fortune favored me, and I ended up finding a weekday passes to the Fitness First gym in my area, and I started to go. And I did find that the exercise helped regulate my periods on their own. And I felt a little bit vindicated in kind of my decision to quit the pill, that no, the pill wasn't for me, but there was something else for me, and it was exercise. Unfortunately, at that time, because of my lack of knowledge, my desperation to lose the weight, I did obviously some really drastic things, like really severely under eating and over exercising. I lost about 8 stone, and then I obviously gained some back when I started to actually work for the gym. By the second time that I wanted to lose the weight, I had almost forgotten that I suffered with polycystic ovarian syndrome, because I just ignored it for so long, and I didn't have any answers for it. I was 23 stone again, when I started my second weight loss journey, and it was kind of like I've got other things to worry about right now, little knowing that everything was really joined together, and there isn't one thing without the other. And it's funny that having my success with weight loss has opened my eyes so much more to the biology and science and behind the condition, as well as behind supposed cures or relief from the condition. And it's funny, I spent the last 2 years naturally losing this weight, and because of what it takes to naturally lose the weight and information it takes to do it in a sustainable way, it's almost like I had to learn about how to control my condition in the same instance. I have faith in God, so I credit God with a lot of the information that fell into my hands, kind of like the glycemic index, which I will also leave a link down in the description. And for me, it was I fell into eating lean meats and high vegetable diet, high fiber, without knowing that my diet was pretty much a glycemic index recommended diet. And then it occurred to me when I was reading that what I was already doing was what would be recommended for somebody who's type 2 diabetes, and that it was working, in fact that I was losing weight, made me kind of clock on to the fact that, well, maybe it's not even about having type 2 diabetes. Perhaps it's about applying some of this science into our way of thinking about insulin resistance in type 2 diabetes and in polycystic ovarian syndrome, because the two are very similar but not the same. But what we can learn with the condition is from eating like somebody who has type 2 diabetes, because much the same effects happen, which do end up creating more of an imbalance. For instance, having refined sugars in the food, too much refined sugar, really and they're having a high fiber diet. So, you know, take a look yourselves at the glycemic index, which I've put below. And you'll see that, you know, meat is low on the glycemic index. It doesn't really have a glycemic measurement. And then you have different fruits and vegetables that are varying rates. And it also kind of gave me a little bit of insight and information into eating in general, eating lemons, and how not only I for completely vain reasons started drinking lemon because I drank tea a lot, and tea was staining my teeth, and I was like, no, so I'm gonna start drinking lemon juice. So it was a completely vain reason for me to start drinking lemon. And then I just started going, and then I just did a random search, so, oh, lemon juice for weight loss, and then all the stuff came up, and I was like, oh, really? Wow. And then I came up with some stuff about lemon juice helping regulate blood sugar for people with polycystic ovarian syndrome, and realized, wow, no, vegetables and fruits have so much more potential to help us, more than perhaps we know now, and we'll hopefully get to know in the future.